Yo! Is that yo or is that you? Yo, you. All right. Hey, we got some people coming in. Welcome to episode 9 of the Nooner. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about work, but we're going to do that by looking at somebody very special. Let me turn this down. Love this song. Isley Brothers. Man, you cannot... Yeah. All right, cool. So, hey, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Nooner. I like to get this thing rocking and rolling at 12 noon sharp. I want to give you guys a noontime nugget that you can use to take with you into business, sales, and in life. That's the Nooner. The subtitle of the Nooner is Noontime Nuggets about sales, business, and in life. So here we are. It's midday. If you're on the East Coast, it's 3 o'clock. Here on the West Coast, it's 12 o'clock noon. You've had your lunch. I'm going to give you some lunch for upstairs, a little piece of motivation, something that you can take with you into the rest of your day. So today, who am I? Let me introduce myself. If you're first time tuning in, share this with your friends. Tweet this thing out. Blow it up. I want to reach as many people as I possibly can. So who am I? I'm David Bradley. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager with Grant Cardone. I'm also the author of a book called How to Stop Smoking Without Killing Anyone. And I am the founder of Rich Man's Gym, which is a home-based fitness concept for strength of body, mind, and spirit. So today we're going to be talking about work. And we're going to, hey, welcome. Looks like we got a new person here. So today, if you got a notepad, get one, because you're going to want to take some notes, because I'm going to drop some bombs on you, some big, fat, juicy nuggets, okay? Everyone has work to do. We all work. How much work you do, how you work, your work ethic, that's yours, okay? We all have strengths. We have weaknesses. We want to build on our strengths. That's what work's about. We want to build on our strengths, and we also want to handle our weaknesses, and we need to be doing this every single day. So the first thing I want to do right now is define work. So I grabbed a dictionary and I looked it up. Here's what it says. The full definition of work: activity in which one exerts strength or faculties to do or perform something. A sustained physical or mental effort to overcome obstacles and achieve an objective or result. Okay? So I'm just going to say that again. Think about this for a second. The full definition of work: activity in which one exerts strength or faculties to perform something. A sustained physical or mental effort to overcome obstacles and achieve an objective or a result. Okay, so if you've got a notepad, start jotting down some notes, right? If you didn't jot that down, start thinking with this right now, okay? What are you working on with you? Okay? So start jotting down some things that are popping in your head right now. What am I working on with me, right? Where am I at? You have strengths, you have weaknesses. We just talked about that. So you've got work to do. What are you working on with you? Okay, so I'm going to give you 6 questions for your Nooner that I want you to answer before the day is up. Do not finish this day without answering these 6 questions. Okay? I'm going to do it myself. Somebody just dropped out. Hey, you're a chicken if you just dropped out. Come back. Face this. All right, so here's your 6 questions. Are you ready? Question number 1. What do you need to work on that you know you should, but you're not? You should already know that answer. It should have already popped into your head. There should have been no gap in between me finishing that question and you knowing what it is. Whatever the first thing that popped in there, write it down. That's your thing, okay? So question number 2, if what do you need to work on that you know you should be, but you're not, why not? That's question number 2. Why are you not working on this? Okay, answer that question before the end of the day. Put a real solid answer on it as to why you're not doing it. And it's okay, whatever the answer is, there's no judgment here. It's just, that's why. So you know why, and you can fix that, okay? 3, what is it going to take to get you to your next level? That's number 3. What is it going to take to get me to my next level? Whatever level you're at right now, there's another level you need to be at, and you want to be there. So how do I get there? What's it going to take to get there? Okay. Question number 4. What are you willing to sacrifice in order to get there? That's your 4th question. Question number 5 then is, what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? See the difference? What are you going to have to sacrifice to get there, and what are you willing to sacrifice to get there? So that leads me to question number 6, which is, what changes do you need to make up here in order to get questions 4 and 5 to match, so that you are willing to sacrifice what you know you need to sacrifice in order to reach your next level? Okay, so with that in mind, what I want to talk about now, moving on, okay, I'm going to give you 5 quotes or mindsets from Ronda Rousey. Now, if you don't know who she is, she's the UFC Bantamweight champion, women's division. She's undefeated. She is an Olympic judo champion. And she has a work ethic like nobody's business. And she'll be the first person to tell you that she outworks everybody. And we see that in her performances in the octagon. She's brought more people to the UFC than anybody else, just by her work ethic and the amount of attention she's been able to get. She's a fantastic example, not just, that's right, she's badass. She's a fantastic example, not just for women, while she is, and a fantastic role model for women, but I think for people, for everybody. She may have some things you don't agree with, but I'm telling you right now, if you can just take an 1/8 of her work ethic, your life will improve. So I'm going to give you 5 quotes from her. This is what a champion sounds like. This is what a champion talks like. This is how they think. Okay. So right after her most recent fight, she had a fight that lasted only 34 seconds. She knocked this girl out cold. 34-second knockout. They're interviewing her after the fight. And she says, hey, I kind of want to see the video already because I know I made a couple mistakes. How do you make a couple mistakes in 34 seconds? You knocked the girl out. You won. Well, there's no mistake there. Okay? But to her, she's thinking, man, I could have done this faster. So if you're a sales professional, if you're in sales or in anything that requires accomplishment and production, ask yourself, how can I do this better? How can I get better? Like, she's not done. She never will be done. She's proud of what she does, but she's never satisfied. I talked about that before. So think about that. Every time you finish something, whether success or failure, could I have done it better? And it's okay to want to be better. Okay? So the next quote, she says, actually this one comes from her mom. She says, you don't train to be the best in the world. You train to be the best in the world on your worst day. Okay, think about that for a second. What are you doing? Like, every single day, if you're training for something, you want to take that to the next level. That's when when Grant talks about 10x super life, that's what he's talking about, man. Don't train to be just the best in the world. Train to be the best in the world on your worst day so that no matter what happens in your world, you're still on top. That's a hard thing to wrap your head around sometimes, right? That's a challenge. Like, all these little things start popping off in your head with all these reasons and excuses. Thank that for being there. Appreciate you, but you're not helping me, right? So don't just train to be the best in the world. You train to be the best in the world on your worst day, okay? And I'm going to drop there's the Muhammad Ali quote about hating training, but suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. You got to understand that. You got to push yourself to get to that place. We all do, okay? So for her, for Ronda, practice is about her. She likes to get herself put into a really awkward situation and then train out of it. Like, how do I get myself out of this? The hardest situations possible, so that if it goes down in the octagon, she's already been there and she can handle it. That's strong. Okay? So get yourself, when you're practicing, get yourself in challenging situations and practice getting out of it. Okay? So the third quote is, I work hard so the fight's easy. If you don't work hard, then the fight is hard. This is so simple. But as I talked about a couple days ago on the Nooner, simple is not always easy. But you have to make a commitment to working hard every single day. Do something every day that scares you. Push yourself to be a little bit harder. Thank you, Kevin Godfrey, for being here. Work hard so the fight is easy. And if you don't work hard, then the fight will not be easy. And if you think about that and plug that into your work life, or your family life, or your recreation life, or your economic life, okay? Work hard so the fight is easy. The fourth one she says is, I'm scared of failure all the time, but I'm not scared enough to stop trying. Okay, so what this does for me, hopefully for you as well, is this is a relief. You're like, wow, look where she's at. Grant talks about being scared all the time too. Okay, these are highly successful people and they're scared out of their minds. Okay, I'm scared out of my mind, so that means I can be successful too. I'm scared to be here. Every day before I push stream, I get a little nervous, right? But I do it anyway because I got a message and I want to share it with people. That's okay. Okay, so if you're scared, so is Ronda Rousey. Think about that. If you're scared, so is Grant Cardone. Think about that. Okay? Now, the last one. I'm going to leave this with you. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just important. I'm going to drop it, and then I'm out. So have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. Here we go. I never want my happiness to be dependent on something I can't control. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I'm just going to let it hang there like a fart in church. Okay? You ready? I never want my happiness to be dependent on something I can't control. Have a great weekend.